So welcome back. We're out here in the garage again today working on the 76 Nova. So these are body mount bushings. The ones on the car I believe are still factory, so they're over 40 years old. They are dry rotted and shot. I got these energy suspension polyurethane ones. You can see they're pretty fancy, pretty good quality. Yeah, so we're gonna rip the old ones out and pop the new ones in. It looks like it should be a fairly easy process. You just take it kind of slow, jack the car up, just go one at a time. The hardest part looks like it's going to be is they're held in with captive nuts on the body side, which who knows after 40 years if I'll be able to get those bolts out without snapping them loose. We're about to find out. I've already soaked them twice with PV Blaster and I'm about to soak them again. Yeah. So we're gonna get these popped in there today, and that should be the last of the original factory bushings in the car. Yeah, let's take a look. Okay, so here we are on the back side of the frame. Up there is the top portion of the bushing. Up under that plate is where that captive nut is that I was talking about. And then, see if we can get a shot here. There's the bottom side of the bushing. You can see it's really bad shape. You have another one here, and then there's a third and final one up there at the front towards the radiator core support. So it's just the three on each side. Yeah, and like I said, you just kind of gently work those bolts loose, go one at a time. Take the old bushing out, slap the new one in. I might slide a jack under here just for some temporary support while I have the bushing out. But yeah, we're gonna get a wrench on here and see if I can crack this bolt loose without actually breaking anything. Okay, so problem I've run into, the top portion of the bushing here, I can't get it out of the frame because this little metal cylinder here won't clear. So the jack under the frame might not be the best idea, but here's that original bushing and it is bad. I mean, it is. Let's see if I could show you here. See, it's just crumbling to pieces. There's the bolts. I need to get that cleaned up, but yeah. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that out of there. So yeah, jack under the frame rail here, not necessarily the best idea. So anyways, back to work. Okay, so I figured out the trick to getting these out. You can't go one at a time. You have to take all of them out on one side, and then you gotta take a jack to the body itself, not the frame. And you have to lift the body off the frame high enough to get these out. Now this is just for the stock ones because this is one piece and it's at the top and you have to get it out. Same thing for like this piece here or this piece here, which yeah, that one was real nasty. Shouldn't be an issue moving forward though because these new ones are all separate pieces, so it shouldn't be an issue. That said, it says to reuse the hardware. This hardware though is looking pretty gnarly. And I can see this originally had some blue Loctite on it, which I only have red. So I think I'm going to take these down to the hardware store, get some new hardware. And then, yeah, I mean, that one, like you can see, even the threads are rusting out on it. So I think I'm going to try to replace this hardware. Anyways, I'm going to make that run down to the hardware store really quick and then we'll be back. All right, so we're back from the hardware store. Got the new hardware in. No more crustiness. Also picked up some blue Loctite. So yeah, I think we're ready to start slamming the new bushings in there and tighten everything down. It's gonna be so much nicer. Okay, we got the passenger side out. As you can see, these were all in pretty bad shape too. Now to get the passenger side out, you do have to remove the battery tray. The reason you have to remove the battery tray, come in here, as you can see right there, that's where the body mount bushing for the front core support goes in. So, anyways, we got the new bushings in on the driver's side. We're wrapping up the passenger side. Now, for torque specs, I did 80 foot-pounds on the rear two here, so the ones that actually go into the body themselves. So that one right there, and this one right there. And the front ones, I've been doing 35 foot-pounds. And then I've been doing blue Loctite on all 6 of the bolts. Anyways, we're about to wrap this up and go take it for a test drive. So just got back from the test drive, and this thing feels fantastic now. The whole front end just feels so tight and solid and stable now. It's amazing. I can't even describe how great this thing feels now to drive. It just feels so connected to the road and everything. Awesome. These things are worth the $60 upgrade to the polyurethanes. I highly recommend them. Anyways, that's going to do it for today's episode. Catch y'all later.